Hi there, Mirka. Welcome back to the Christopher Congress Show. Hit that repost, like, follow, and share before they send you away because they absolutely do not want you to hear this information. I'm serious. Today, I have the honor of presenting to you my Congress-ready resolution number 54. I, as a candidate for Congress here in Tucson, Arizona, tag all your friends below in the comments and tell them September 15, write me in. Let's give them hell. We gotta send the Trista to Congress, because if Diaper Donald has his retribution going on, then let me be his karma. Fuck him, that's what I say. We need to send somebody like me, Trista, T-R-I-S-T-A, to Congress on September 15 to light a fire under the butts of this Congress. What the hell is wrong with our Congress? Why are they in such a gridlock? Anyway, to follow, I'm going to go over this resolution and the press release, and please feel free to go to my Substack, Trista de Genova, and copy and paste your favorite resolution. I've got one for deporting Elon, and one for shutting down Fox so-called news, and booting Rupert Murdoch and bringing back the Fairness Doctrine, and I've got one to clean up government, and I've got get rid of all the insurrectionists, traitors, misogynists, racists. And term limits, impose term limits, ban insider trading. I'm exactly what we need in Congress right now. Everybody else seems to be asleep at the wheel. Duh. By the way, that reminds me of my new show. If you like comedy and politics, kind of like the Tonight Show, a daily show. I want to be a daily show correspondent, actually. I'm putting together these pilots, hour-long shows about my resolutions. Also, when you elect me September 15th to Congress, I promise to upgrade to ChatGPT Pro and file 1 million impeachable offenses. How do you like them apples, bitches? Ha ha! Ha ha! Yeah, if you want to see Diaper Donald crap his pants like shart all over himself, send Trista to Congress. Ha ha! Okay, let's get started. Resolution 54 to abolish the Electoral College, establish popular vote presidential elections, and bar insurrectionists. Every single one of my resolutions will be calling for all these insurrectionists to be purged from our government. All three branches. If you think that's a fantastic idea, and you should, then smash that like and send me to Congress. Serious, I've got to win. Please tag your Tucson friends below so they know. This is our one chance to really clean up government. And ladies, did you know that Benjamin Franklin forgot to put the Council of Women in the U.S. Constitution when he studied the Iroquois Confederation? That's shout out for our indigenous fam. Please pass it around the tribes. Please, I need the tribes' help. Everybody who's in the Tohono O'odham and Pasquayaki tribe down the street should be writing me in. Trista. Love you guys. The best. In fact, Native American spirituality is going to save the world. That's my prediction. Anyway, so here we go. Resolution 54. Let's go. Whereas the Electoral College is an antiquated, undemocratic relic rooted in white supremacy, slavery, and political manipulation, whereas the Electoral College has resulted in at least 3 presidents in modern history, 1824, 2000, 2016, being installed without winning the popular vote. Most recent, actually, Diaper Donald, he cheated to win, of course. Recently, Benedict Donald Trump, who lost by 3 million votes in 2016. Whereas foreign, Russia, are you listening? If you're listening, hack into the DNC server Whereas foreign interference and financial fraud interfered with the 2016, 2020, and 2024 elections, and the Electoral College system failed to protect American democracy, in fact thwarted and doomed it. Whereas the 14th Amendment, Section 3 bars insurrectionists from holding public office, and hundreds of elected officials across all three branches have violated that provision. Whereas the continued participation of felons, psychologically unfit candidates, and domestic terrorists in election from January 6th in elections threatens the Republic, resolved that the House of Representatives, 1, abolishes the Electoral College and replaces it with direct national popular vote elections for President and Vice President via one of the following paths. Option A, national popular. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Option A, B, or C. Option C is mine. I'll tell you why later. Option A national popular vote, interstate compact, NPVIC expansion to all 50 states. Option B, constitutional amendment to eliminate the Electoral College. Option C, congressional statute declaring the national popular vote the sole binding mechanism under the Equal Protection Clause. 2, mandates full physical and psychological fitness evaluations for all presidential and vice presidential candidates. By the way, he still hasn't shown his tax returns, and wouldn't that should disqualify him too on a technicality. You know, it should be impeached on that. He's never ever shown every candidate has to show their tax returns. Just trying to do my job, just trying to make my salary. Any candidate found with untreated psychopathy, Diaper Donald, by the way, has been shown by scores of mental health professionals. Dr. Bandy Lee at Yale University, dangerouscase.org. They've been saved for years. And so that's another thing he should be impeached for. I have a Congress-ready resolution for that as well. He's demented. He's got full-on dementia. Duh! Just like his daddy-o, and dementia don't get no better, people. He's literally crapping himself in his pants in France. Hey, that rhymes. Ha! They don't call him Diaper Donald for nothing, but they also don't call him President Jim Jones for nothing, because he's psychopath, malignant, narcissistic psychopath. Everybody knows this. So why are we allowing this demented psychopath to stay in power? Duh! Okay, any candidate found with untreated psychopathy, malignant narcissism, or dementia will be disqualified from the ballot. The thing is that he knows, he's terrified. He's terrified of being impeached, which is another reason why I don't understand why the spineless cowards in the Democratic Party won't finish the job. He's hanging by a thread, you idiots. He got impeached twice. He's only got 4 votes on his side. And besides, and here's something that stupid Democrats refuse to listen to, because they're stupidly waiting until the midterms, when there won't be any midterms. Didn't you see the legislation that he just rammed through? He can call off the election. Stop! And you also keep forgetting he's king now, and actually Brandon was our first king, but he did nothing to protect our democracy. He just went out like a limp fart. If I were Brandon, I would have resigned if I was in such a bad physical state as he was. And let us have Kamala. Kamala would have possibly cleaned up. But guess what Kamala did? And I will never forgive Kamala Harris for this. Kamala, why did you concede before even 2/3 of the vote were counted and fuck off to Hawaii? I will never forget or forgive that betrayal. And for that, I believe that Kamala Harris should also lose her law license for her betrayal of the American voters. How come you didn't say anything about the $300 million that Elon Musk put into a political campaign? And as everybody knows, as every attorney general would know, like yourself, federal contractors cannot put $300 million into a political campaign. Duh, it's election interference. How come you didn't call it out, Kamala? Anyway, you're going to lose your law license too if I get to Congress. When I get to Congress, okay, everybody? Okay, let's quickly go. Bars all convicted insurrectionists and felons. basically bars terrorists from holding office, which is the 14th Amendment. We're going to exercise the 14th Amendment, idiots. And calls for snap elections. You're welcome, America. Write me in, TRISTA. I'm Trista, and I approve this message, this massage.